Let's also talk now about the biggest winners and the losers of the election. Joining us now, Chris Plante, syndicated radio talk show host, and Leslie Marshall, Fox News contributor, also a syndicated radio talk show host. Chris, I know you wanted to comment on the types of questions that Senator McConnell was receiving from the press. In what way?
Well, it was like talking to the White House staff. Well, why should anybody believe you was the first question. Aren't you going to compromise and move to the middle? One of my biggest losers from last night is the press, and this was because they got so much wrong and the pollsters got so much wrong across the country when it comes to what was going to be a squeaker and what wasn't and who was going to carry what race. I think they did a miserable, a horrible job. They should never be trusted again, but that's me. The questions, the Q&A here, Harry Reid has never had a press conference like that. Harry Reid has never had a press conference that began, why should anybody believe you? Why should anybody trust you?
Well, that could
crazies
change now. That could change now that he will not be the majority leader. Leslie, your thoughts?
Well, I wouldn't say that's necessarily. I understand you say the media, the polling, Chris, can be some of the losers. And I have to say, as a Democrat, and I'm sure I'm going to be denounced, I'm wearing fuchsia, not red. OK, I want to be clear. But I think that the Democrats.
Looks red to me,
I think
Leslie.
the Democrats are. I know you guys are trying to flip me for years now, but here's the deal. The Democrats were huge losers, and I'm not just saying in the numbers. I'm saying the Democrats that didn't turn out to vote for their candidates. The Democrats who cared more about distancing themselves from the president than campaigning on issues, and Democrats that, quite frankly, didn't play a good, strong game with strategy, with campaigning, with marketing, with reaching across to voters outside their base. The Republicans won this.
You could argue that the American people just didn't like the policies of this president or Hillary Clinton or anyone else who went out to campaign with them.
They threw the bums out. I mean, here's what happened. It wasn't a messaging problem. It wasn't a turnout problem. America has rejected Barack Obama's policies and probably his presidency. And I'm sure you have the same experience. Speaking to people on my radio show, I've got Democrats of every imaginable stripe calling in to say that they voted Republican for the first time, that their family has voted Republican for the first time. Enough is enough. Enough of the race, enough of the class warfare, enough of the gender warfare, enough of all these phony things, enough of if you like your doctor, you can keep it. They've been lied to for long enough, and the American people rejected President Obama, the Democrats, and the liberal project yesterday. That's what happened.
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. Leslie and Chris, thank you so much.